Some say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. That is going to be more true with the Black Furies, the Amazons, the feminists, Wonder Woman. Not the older versions, the 2011 version. Unlike the gent who likes masquerading in his wormlet friends of the vampires, we, the werewolves, take things a little bit more differently. In these, the final days, or as the leeches call the final nights. Anyways, the Black Furies. They are a tribe exclusively female. It has been like that since the creation of the world. And have been in charge of protecting the wild places, where the energies of the wild manifest the best. Where the technologies of the Weaver and the blasphemies and corruption of the Worm that don't reach. Getting harder and harder these days, but they do put up a good fight. They are interesting. Me personally, I find them interesting for one reason, that all their camps are not exactly camps. They call them circles, or kukels in the Greek translation. I apologize for any mispronunciations of my Greek, because my Greek is exactly 0. But one little history tidbit I found out, that back in the burning times of the Inquisition, that Black Fury moots were confused as witches savage, which probably brought up the rumor that both witches and werewolves work together. Me personally, I find that bullshit. But humans are a rather paranoid people, are they? Getting back on topic. As I said before, most Black Fury's territories are usually the wild places. And their tribal homeland is Greece first and foremost. But they can find anywhere where either the wild has not been conquered by either the Weaver or the Worm, or where they are most needed, such as women's shelters. For if there's any other person that they will protect, is human females, both kin and mortal. Their appearance in hominid form are of a Greek bloodline, either full-blown Greek or just a little hint of it. But the main feature that most Black Furies portray, that their hair, their fur, is black, with little highlights of white or silver, depending on the Fury. With the kinfolk, as I said before, they are very protective of their female kinfolk, while their male kinfolk do exist, are probably the very definition of studs. Talk about horse breeding in the nation. Their tribal totem is the Pegasus, one of the great manifestations of the wild. And it's said in the tales of old that Pegasus garnered a hatred towards the hero who tamed her. And as the Furies retell the tale, they portray Pegasus as themselves, and the hero, the males, of either mortal, kinfolk, or even the fellow tribes. Which is kind of sad in a way, but then again, if the leeches would have the same problem if the ghouls were to rise up against them. Anyways, these ladies are very reputable. The pack that I'm in, my alpha is of the Black Fury. And one thing that she has proved, that Black Furies value honor valuably. Even though she herself is a mercenary, she has sworn to protect one of my packmates, Sleeps in Flowers. Which I'll get to her later on. Two that I know are well more famous. One of which is an author known as War Singer. Not much word about her. Some say that she has died protecting a artifact of Gaia. But there's another that I heard through my tribe that is more well-known famous for serving the king known as Albrecht. And that is Mara Cabra. Or Mari Cabra. Apologies again for my mispronunciation. She is a mighty theurge. So mighty, in fact, that a theurge such as myself would go to her for advice. But in the end, in these the final days, unlike the vampires, who will rather sit around, play puppets with the mortals and the ghouls, we, the werewolves, are actually on the forefront, trying to stop what's about to become. Even if it's just to lighten the blow. We are doing what is best for the world. Not plucking the strings to see who's the first one to get pissed off. For the next time, I shall tell you the tales of I would say one of the most bashed tribes. Those that gnaw on the bones.